What's good, fam? It's your boy Jorge. Welcome back to another episode of Hanging with the Boys. I got the legend, the FMX legend, FMA, Adam Jones in the house. What's up, dude?
Yeah, struggling today. This will probably be the most low energy Adam Jones you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we get into that, I do, because I considered the podcast, if anything, if it's not entertainer or anything like that, at least like a time capsule. So when I'm old, I can look back. But I do want to say R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. That was a wild situation.
Yeah.
Last week, assassinated, murdered, whatever, you want to call it, at a speaking rally.
It's pretty discouraging, humanity doing things over silly disagreements that really shouldn't matter. You know, like I don't think any of us should take all this to heart the way we do. And I got lost in politics for the first and only time in my life in 2020 when like the world shut down, you know, and then it was like everything was a government conspiracy. And like, believe me, I think there's a lot of government conspiracies.
Yeah.
So I'm not here to say everything is the way we believe it, but I got lost in it, and, you know, it was probably just out of fear and just uncertainty. But man, it was so bad for my overall health and like just for the way I thought of people. And that sounds weird because I don't really think any better of people right now. But like, I don't think we should put so much stake into this shit. And I don't think we should live our lives worrying about how the fuck other people want to live their life. And like, we should all just butt the fuck out. Like, unless it's something that's like actually affecting you, like we should probably just shut the fuck up and move on and live our lives, dude.
Well, it's like that saying, like, fuck, I totally lost it now, but not mind your business, but get a life.
Yeah,
dude,
exactly.
Dude, get a life.
Yes.
Get something to do.
Yes.
That fills that void that is your phone.
Yeah.
And just watching other people talk about dumb shit, you know. So just get a life and
as
have
we're
some
recording
fun.
a podcast that we hope people listen to.
Yeah, but
watch our life, but fucking don't worry about anybody else's life. Okay.
Yeah, but we're gonna talk about like moto stuff.
Yeah, but me saying that wasn't to I'm not directing that at like Charlie Kirk and like him pushing his beliefs. I just think everybody, man, like, I don't think you should get so fired up about it. And like, it's the craziest thing right now. It's the most hot button item possible is to talk anything politics. And it's like, why the fuck does it matter? Yeah. Like, dude, if you want to be trans, that's fine. I don't give a shit, dude. Mm-hmm. And
just don't be like the weirdo trans that tries to go into like girls' bathrooms.
Well, that's a problem, right? And like, I think all this stuff is so crazy. And like, that's obviously a problem. So let's, instead of just saying nobody should be able to be trans, like, make some fucking extra bathrooms. All right? Make some fucking, every place is now going to have 2 extra bathrooms. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I don't know, dude. Like, I don't want to tell anybody what they can and can't do. And like, it doesn't mean I like it or I want to do it.
Right.
And I'm just going to keep my nose the fuck out of it. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Like, you say that and you can kind of understand, like, there are people who have daughters that have trans kids in school that are changing in their dressing room, and that's really bad.
Yeah.
Like, that probably shouldn't happen. And it seems like the solution should maybe be simpler than everybody makes it. Everybody wants to just argue about it. And it's like, okay, well, maybe like trans kids need to have their own bathrooms, individual for like what they are.
Yeah.
Like, or a separated time where like, hey, sorry guys, trans kids change in the bathroom first, and then I can't say regular kids. That's fucked up, right?
No, that's what it is. That's the problem. That's what it is.
Nobody knows what to say, and everybody's offended. But the point is like exactly what you said. Get a life and go live it, and stop worrying about this shit. And it's sad that people can't do that, and people are so.
Put the mic closer.
Sorry, dude.
It's all right.
They're so like into this world that they're willing to fucking kill somebody over.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a thing where, you know, and I know like you could argue it or whatever, but I mean, people kill each other over the dumbest shit all the time. So this is just a thing that we ended up. Did you see the video?
Dude, I saw a video which was like it was far out. You just kind of saw him like. Apparently, there was a worse one because I was doing
there's the one like right like
wow.
this.
Yeah, I was at a show and first Kim heard about it, so they told me, and then I was like setting up because we're on show day, and Christian Dresser was like, "Dude, they shot Charlie Kirk," and I'm like, fuck, gnarly. But he wasn't dead at this point. And then he was like on the internet. Well, he wasn't announced dead. He was like on the internet. And then all of a sudden he just like basically dropped his phone and was like, oh my gosh, I did not want to see that. So he must have saw that. And as soon as that happened, I'm like, I'm not looking at the internet for fucking anything.
Dude, I was just chilling at home, minding my own business. And this guy that I know, police officer, he types out on Facebook and it says, hey, sends prayers or whatever. Charlie Kirk got shot at a event or a school event in Utah or something. I'm thinking not even thinking. Charlie Kirk is a police officer that he knows.
Yeah.
Because he's a police officer.
Yeah.
So send prayers to my homie that got shot. So I go on X because that's where you see all the shit, what's going on. So I'm trying to see if there's a mass shooting at a Utah school.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm like, dang, that sucks. I wonder if I know the dude. Like, because my buddy's from here, police officer. Yeah. So I go on there and I see the video of Charlie Kirk and I watched it and I was like, damn, dude. Because, dude, massive amount of blood. So I watched it. I'm like, damn, dude, that is a wild AI video. Because I know who Charlie Kirk is. I just didn't put two and two of the name. So I'm watching that video, scrolling, thinking that that's a AI video that someone made.
Really?
And I'm like, damn, that's a pretty crazy video that someone made that. And then I'm like, wait a minute. So I go back to my buddy's post and it said Charlie Kirk. I'm like, oh, fuck. That was the video. You know? So, like, I wasn't even expecting that. And I watched it, like, so many times.
I can't watch that stuff.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude.
Dude, I think a kid killed himself right down the road at the hot springs the other day, too.
Yeah.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah, that was, like, on the weekend. So the Charlie thing happened, like, on a Tuesday, I think, or Monday. And then that happened on a Saturday. We actually left. Yeah, because we had a football game for my little kid that we were going to. And I went straight down the street and then I see all the cops over there and I'm like, I wonder what that's about, told my wife. And I had seen that kid online that he was like a fugitive, supposedly.
Yeah. Did you see the parents' post?
Uh-uh.
Oh my gosh, it's heartbreaking, dude.
Is it?
They did a post just, a day before he died. They were looking for him and basically like gave the situation because obviously the Douglas County Sheriff was posting him as a fugitive and it sounds like he did something he shouldn't have done, but it sounded like he had an ex-girlfriend that was a little bit crazy and he got a little crazy too, and they were just had this weird thing go down, and then the kid basically ran off and was like in hiding, but was other than that, he was like a good kid.
Yeah.
So you read the thing, and who knows, man? Like, parents are always going to have like that side of their kid's story, so you never really know. But like reading it, fuck, it was heartbreaking, man. Yeah. I just felt like this kid fucked up, like with his girlfriend. He just broke. He didn't beat her or anything. Yeah. It wasn't like that. It was like, I can't remember exactly what it was. It was like he snuck into her house at night or something.
Well, I thought I saw it was like sexual assault or something.
But there wasn't any assault.
Yeah.
I guess. But like he fucked up.
Yeah.
And then he was a kid that didn't really get in any trouble and he was scared. And I just like in my head, it's like this kid's on the run.
Yeah.
And he's scared shitless. And then he fucking goes over to the hot springs and kills himself. And like, what a.
Well, it sounded like they tried to arrest him. So they found him.
Really?
Someone called it in, said, hey, I think I saw the kid. Cops show up. Kind of surround him. I don't know the situation, or maybe like right when they showed up, he like blasted himself, or they were like, hey, let's talk. Like, we're going to take you in or whatever. And he was just like, fuck that, and blasted himself, which is really sad because from what I read, it was like a thing where like he was on house arrest.
Really?
So it's like, dude, you're already in trouble. Like that's the extent of it, I think. Mm-hmm. You're already obviously like, you're not in prison.
Oh, he was on house arrest from the initial thing that happened.
And weird then he cut his ankle monitor off and took off. That's why he was a fugitive or whatever. So that was the thing. So it's like, dude, it sounds like you're already like in the heat of the trouble.
Yeah, yeah.
So why'd you have to do that?
It's crazy.
It's not like you're gonna go to prison now.
Kids are lost, man, and
Yeah.
like they don't help each other find their way. Like
Mm-hmm.
just the post the parents put up, it just said his ex-girlfriend was a character, basically. And it just made me feel really bad for kids that are like trying to navigate the world and they're lost, and other kids are lost, maybe more lost, and could derail them more. It's like fucking kids hanging out with kids is like the worst fucking thing in the world, man. They're so bad for each other.
Dude, and that's why I'm like super big on like the being into some kind of sports or just anything in general that really takes up kids' times.
Yeah.
Because like if you're really just thinking about like moto, for example, and that's all you want to do, like, yeah, you're going to get like a little girlfriend or like girls here or there, but it's like your main focus is that.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to go through your like teenage years just doing that.
Yeah.
You know, and then obviously what you do in your 20s and 30s and it's whatever, but
yeah, the focus is important.
The focus of just doing that.
And like having a good relationship with your kids. I just read this pretty long book called Hold On to Your Kids. And it just talks about like parent relationships versus peer relationships and how detrimental it can be for kids to have basically peer relationships only, or like, you know, very light relationships with their parents. You know, kids become teenagers and they start to separate themselves from you, and it can go to different extents. Some kids, like, they'll completely shut off for you, right? And those kids are completely peer oriented. But it's like I said before, kids are the blind leading the blind, dude. So it's like, it's so bad for them. They just keep heading down the wrong road. But if you have like a strong family dynamic, you value like the times you spend together, you make time for each other, then your kids are far less likely to become peer oriented, because they become peer oriented because they're searching for a connection, right? And if you're too busy or you're doing this or you're doing that, you're not giving it to them, they go find it somewhere else. It's just like human nature, you know, and they find it from dipshit kids who all the time, the kids they find it from are from other kids who are also peer oriented, who don't have that connection with the parents. Because the kids that have the connection with their parents are just different in nature, right? They're different at school. They have different priorities, different everything. So it's like as soon as your kid gets lost and he's looking for a connection, he finds those fuckhead kids, you know, and then he turns more into a fuckhead with them.
So it's like they're searching validation from something, and then that also leads to like, especially with like females, I guess, like the validation of like social media, because they don't have anything else. So it's like they post things and then 1,000 people like it, and they're like, oh shit, you know, they love that. So that's a big problem too. But I know your kids are a little bit older. Have you caught yourself in a situation where like you met a friend of theirs and you were like, I don't like that kid? So what do you do?
Fuck. Pretty light about it at first, and then kind of just I don't know what we did. We got lucky though, where the kid kind of disappeared. And I heard more about the kid actually recently from one of my kid's friends, and this kid went down a really bad path. And at my son's age was already out drinking and partying and driving around with friends who were wasted and got in a car accident and was in critical condition and completely fucked his face up going through the windshield. This was the kid that when he started hanging out with mine, I was like, I don't like that kid. Like, that kid's trouble. And I tried to have some talks with him just be like, hey, I kind of worry about this. I didn't know what to do, right? Like, I only just read the book now. So now it's like, I know what to do. And what you should do now is like, you should do things with them, right? You should like, it's like you said with sports, you should busy their time a little bit, busy up their calendar a little bit, so they don't have 5 days a week to just go hang with this kid who's a bad influence. And then, but yeah, I just kind of talked to him a little bit, and he's like a pretty obedient kid, so he just kind of like stopped hanging out as much. And I never told him not to, but I kind of told him what I thought was going on with this kid, and he stopped hanging out with him as much. And then I think the kid moved, so it was a lucky situation as well. But like, it's I don't know. I don't really know what the right way to handle it is, but it's scary, man.
Yeah,
it's a tricky thing, because even as an adult, like, I don't like a lot of people. I like people that your chickens are trying to get in, man. Is that gonna pick up on the
I don't think I'll pick it up, but if you guys hear some knocking, I got my chickens out and they're just...
I can't fucking get away from chickens, man.
Yeah.
But I like my people, right? I like the people in my life that I think are good people that don't have those fucking personality disorders where they're going to inevitably fuck you over or make your life difficult. Like, I can't be fucking bothered to be around those type of people. As soon as you show me that side of you, fuck off. I'm done with you.
Yeah.
And it sounds like maybe your son kind of sees that already, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's like, well, this kid's an asshole to me when his buddies are around. I have known guys like that in freestyle motocross, and as soon as they do that, as soon as the cool guys come around and they're too cool for school, fuck you. Yeah. You're dead to me. So, like, no, I don't really... But then me and Kim talk about this all the time, and she's able to have, like, a lot of empathy for people. And... you know, like the people that have the problem, she's able to have empathy as like, they've obviously went through some shit in their life and like they haven't dealt with it right. And I'm like, yeah, I get that, but they're fucking assholes and they're destroying other people's lives.
Yeah.
So like, that's what makes it hard for me to have empathy for people when like, I know I should, I just don't know how to do it. It's like something I've been thinking about and battling with a ton lately. But...
I don't know if you should. I mean, I totally agree with you. It's just that like, I'm being like the father there. Yeah. And trying to be cool, like, it's like, dude, just, you know.
You're in a tough spot because that older kid's going to come over one way or another. Yeah. And you're like, will you just fucking play with him?
Yeah, be nice to him or whatever. Yeah. He's a nice kid sometimes. Like, or he is.
Sometimes.
No, he's a nice kid.
I don't like him either already.
No, he's a nice kid. He's just like kind of, the way he plays is aggressive.
Yeah.
But he is a nice kid. I like him. And his parents are good.
They're just different style kids.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
And his like little brother, he's cool. So it's like, I like the kid. So that's why I try to do that. But at the same time, I agree with what you're saying. Like, if he sees it and he's like, nah, he's dead to me, then all right, cool. Because that's how I am too. So I can't.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to be a dad here.
Yeah, I know.
So, you know.
Yeah. You always got to try to push your kids to do things that maybe you wouldn't quite do, right? Like you can see, like, I would be an asshole about this, but like, I don't want you to be an asshole about this. Yeah, I always try to tell my kids, like, don't be me. I'm an asshole.
Yeah. Hey, but once they get older, they'll realize why.
Maybe.
They'll be like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
People are not that cool sometimes.
It's tough. I struggle with it so much where I'm like, nearly every person I feel like I meet, not every person. That's a stretch. A lot of people I feel like I meet, it's like, all of a sudden there comes the day when they just do that thing that fucking pisses me off, or not pisses me off. It's not like, oh, I wanted to go to Chipotle and you went to In-N-Out. It's not that. It's like one of those like weird character flaw things where it's like, ooh, dude, like you're fucked up.
Like, but so say like, you know, you don't have to name names or anything like that, but so try and think of like the most recent one. And is it people that like you know, come in contact with, and then they end up being cool, whatever. So you kind of talk to them and stuff like that. I guess you consider them friends or whatever. And then that happens. But what's that friendship like? Like you actually like kind of throw yourself and you're actually like really good friends for a while?
No.
Or is it just like an acquaintance?
Yeah, I'd say it's like early days of friendship stuff. And then like, and this isn't everybody. It seems like most people that I travel to or ride with, everybody I've met from moto, like I've had very little of that. But it seems outside of that, I have much more of that.
Yeah.
And no, I actually don't have any like great friends outside of moto. So it's not like anybody that's like I'm super close to, because obviously if you're super close to somebody, you've known them for years and something happens, like, yeah, if you write them off for that, you're kind of fucked up, right? But it's I don't know. It's definitely like more getting into the friendship, and then something happens. Maybe they manage their kids like assholes, and their kids just run the show and trash your house and have no respect and are little shits. And I'm like, I can't deal with this, you know, or just I don't even know. I can't even think of any examples right now. But I wish I was better with that. I wish I had more empathy for people, but I don't.
Fuck, man. Time is money. Like, like you're wasting time.
You know what I think it is, though? Is I think just with the way I grew up in early life, like I'm not going to name names, but like I was very close to a lot of these like world destroying personality disorder people within my own family. And I feel like that makes it hard to have empathy for them because I'm 41 years old and I'm like, I'm fucked up. Like I don't interact with the world the way I want to. Like I am not the me I want to be. I'm like scared to be that. I have all these fucking things that I'm realizing like stem from something. So it's like, how do I have empathy for the people that like made you like that? That might have been a lot. Maybe.
Yeah. I think you just don't put up with like bullshit.
Maybe.
It's what it is. And you have a hard time. Like me, like I just want to like just kind of leave me alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like,
yes.
I like people and everything, and I like hanging out with people, and I get like inspiration from hanging out with people, seeing what other people do and everything. But like at the same time, it just kind of leave me alone. I'm like pretty quiet,
pretty introverted, right? Like you need your time to yourself but like your family probably also counts as your time to yourself.
Yeah.
Like you don't need time in your bedroom by yourself.
Right.
But you need time at your house with your family by yourself.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, but I don't know. But also I'm like out there, you know? I don't know. I just like to chill is kind of what I'm saying. And just some people are like so about certain things. And it's like, dude, I ain't losing no sleep over that. Like what you do for a living doesn't fucking do nothing for me.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's so funny. Like, not so much recently, but back in the day, you'd meet a person or like, I'd have a friend that's a female and they'd be like, oh, I got a boyfriend. And it's like, cool. You race dirt bikes? I could give a fuck less. You know, it was always that.
Immediately trying to impress you, right?
Yeah, it's always that. And it's like, dude, I'm not the one to try to impress. Yeah. And I'm not trying to sound cool. But that's what I mean by like, I don't want to be bothered.
Yeah.
Come at me with like just normal, like you come over and we just start talking.
Yeah.
It's never like, dude, I just signed a deal with Dana White. Like, you know, it's never that. Like, because it's like, what's that do for me? Yeah. Nothing. So
there's a difference between people that want to have a conversation about something that's going on in their life and people that are definitely trying to
just always one up or impress.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'd rather not hang out.
Yeah.
If that's what it's going to be, just come normal and just be cool.
I feel like as soon as I meet people, immediately get a sense of like, you don't come normal, if that's the way we're going to put it. You know, like there's just some air about them where I'm just like, I find you funny. Like not in a good way, not in a funny way. Like I find something about your personality to be funny, off. Yeah. Like I don't like is so weird, but like maybe phony, maybe that's it. I don't know what exactly it is, but sometimes I just get a little flag of like, and that right as soon as I get that, I'm like, there's no chance we're ever going to be friends. You know?
and that's fine. I think in a way that could be a flaw in you. And that person might be totally cool and whatever. Yeah. But like, that's your opinion. That's what you're thinking. So you don't want to hang out with people like that. And that's fine. That's totally okay.
Do you ever wonder how, like, what kind of people want to hang out with those people that you like can't stand to be around? Do you ever wonder that?
Oh, I know what kind of people.
Yeah. Like, but they have people that they hang out with like all the time. And you're like, what's going on there?
Yeah.
Cause like, do they not see this? How does this work?
It's what the kids nowadays call glazing.
Oh, fuck, I don't know this one. Tell me what glazing is.
You're a little dick sucker, like you're a yes man.
Okay.
So you're a glazer. Like nowadays it's funny because anytime I'm like, if I could be here, other people are here with us or like younger, and I'm like, dude, Adam Jones, you know, he won. It's like, damn, dude, stop glazing him. It's like, well, I'm trying to explain, you know, what he's done and who he is and stuff.
So you're saying the person with the annoying personality, right? They're being glazed by the other people that are like,
they're the glazers.
They're the glazers. Potentially, huh?
And because
that person over here, they're a needy person that needs to be glazed. So they just want the glazing. Mm-hmm. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So you're asking who hangs out with those type of people? The people that need the glazing.
Dude. You should be a therapist.
Hey,
You
I know
figured it out.
one. She's coming on the podcast next week, I think.
What's that?
I said I know one. She's coming on the podcast
Oh,
next
really?
week, I think. Yeah.
The
last
place
one.
in town?
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about like ADHD and all that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going there right after this. I'm going to
nice.
that place. I'm doing therapy. I've
Nice.
been doing it for like a couple weeks now.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. So, anyways, RIP Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
But you did kind of bring up a topic I wanted to talk about, and that's just like all the negativity stuff going on and stuff like that. And considering we are doing a podcast right now, it's like, you guys are gonna be like, oh, you're an idiot. You do the same. But I think it's tough because I just noticed the other day, I was like, dude, I listened to like 2 podcasts. There are legit conspiracy or like government shit. And then I was like, that's kind of weird. And then I thought about it, and then I was like, dude, there's a lot of podcasts like that.
Yeah.
Like Joe Rogan, he'll go on there and talk about like UFOs or like Egypt a lot.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Or goes back to COVID, every other one, or how AI is going to take over the world.
Yeah. But he's not specifically one thing, right? So it's okay, whatever. But there's some that are specifically that, and then people like just throw themselves at it. And I'm like, dude, there needs to be like just straight up funny podcasts that don't talk about no politics, like just entertainment, pure entertainment.
Yeah.
And then I was even thinking like, dude, it's even gotten so bad that it's in the moto world. There's like videos, like YouTube channels and like podcasts are like straight up like, oh, did Levi Kitchen take out Deegan because of this?
Fuck, I hate it's so clickbaity now on everything, dude.
And it's like, dude,
yeah,
no one cares. Like, it's so
everybody
popularized.
cares though.
Yeah. But it's so popularized, like what you were saying. It's so like that's what everyone is watching, right? And it's hard because now it's like just in all podcasts, it's all YouTube videos, like every video, every reel, TikTok, whatever. Those are the people that are like really like pushing the algorithm that are out there that you see the videos. Like I could go on TikTok and I'll see like this person and scroll, and then I'm on Instagram, it's the same person. And it's like it's just everyone's watching those people that the algorithm just feeds it to you, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like this political views and all the conspiracy theories now with Charlie Kirk and everything. It's like, dude.
Oh, I can't give a fuck about any of that anymore.
Yeah.
Like I am so tuned out from all that. But it's like the negativity thing really just drives clicks. Like for whatever reason, like the stuff that makes you uncomfortable, like you want to hear more about it. Like, and I fucking did this too with Rogan. Like I actually haven't really been listening to too many podcasts lately. I feel like I've been just switching back to listening to music. But I was listening to it for a while. And like for a while there after COVID, I feel like that did something to my brain, dude. It's like every time he would start talking about COVID, it was like I wanted to listen. And and it was always the same exact shit, And just, what the government did and how it affected people and what like all of it. I was just like, I wanted those, and I don't know why, because it wasn't good. Like, but it makes people click on it. It makes people listen to it. It's like we're drawn to this negative energy for some reason, which fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. But yeah, dude, like everything with Moto's so clickbaity now, dude. It's like
crazy.
I go on there, even if you go on Instagram, it's like the way that they preview, I think, is it Instagram? I don't know. But like the way that they're previewing reels, like if you're scrolling by and they have a preview where it'll show like a second of it with like a caption. It's so fucking clickbaity, dude.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we are falling apart as humans, that like this is what we can't look at that and go, this is fucking ridiculous. I'm being taken advantage of by these social media companies right now because like I know what they're doing. They're trying to get me to click on that, and then they're going to have the next one ready. They want me on here all fucking day.
Yeah.
And we do it. Nobody looks at it and says this is fucked up.
Yeah. And then for me, it's hard because like as like a creative, it's hard because everything's the same. So it's like I see one reel and I saw every other 1,000 reels. It's like the same exact thing because everyone's doing the same thing because that's what works.
Yeah.
And I get it.
Yeah.
But you don't, like I'm just over it and just like I could be doing the same.
Yeah.
I could just say the most random shit right now, and then clip
about
it.
Government conspiracies.
Yeah,
just do it,
and then just clip it, and then put it at the beginning, like you're saying, and people are gonna click it.
Yeah,
but it's like,
I've always wondered how YouTube gets away with it. Like Mr. Beast will be like, I died and was resurrected. And there will be like a fucking picture of him like bloody and dead. And then you watch the movie and he's like, I had a dream that I died. Yeah. And that's like all they have to do to make it okay. But like YouTube titles, everybody knows it. Everybody that does YouTube knows it is you have to clickbait for YouTube.
And what's sad about him really is that like he doesn't have to do that.
You wouldn't think so.
The biggest YouTuber ever.
He could change the game.
He could change it.
But everybody's also seeing what he's doing and copying him.
Exactly.
So it probably just exacerbates the problem.
Yeah. So that's the thing. You know, it's so saturated with the same exact stuff. Like if you look at like the real, because dude, that's all that pops up on Instagram now. It's like real estate or like shit, or like car stuff, and it's all like the same exact editing, same music, same like flashy, like pop here, pop, and it's like, dude, that's not cool.
I really don't scroll Instagram a lot. I have my timer set to, I think I have like 25 or 30 minutes a day on it, and sometimes I'll go over that, but like most of the time that I'm on it, I'm like either responding to things for one of my numerous social media accounts, like mine, Legends, or Rampage, or I'm like making posts, or this is stupid and sounds embarrassing to say, but seeing how some posts that I did are doing, that's fucking dumb. And sometimes I'll just scroll my feed of like people I know, and I'll get a couple down, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
You know, like,
well, it's not even people you know anymore.
No.
That's like the hard thing. It's always some random shit.
Yeah, they still put the sponsored stuff in there. But I really like, I've got to be like lost in the airport for a really long time to be scrolling the search page. Is that what it is? Right?
Yeah, I never scroll that.
No, me neither, dude. And I just don't look at, I don't know. I just look at my own stuff and what I'm working on or doing or whatever. And that's a lot of it, really.
I've said this before, but I'll say it again. And that's like the main reason why TikTok is good, because their algorithm is really good.
Yeah.
But like, I'll go on there and say I watch a video of like people falling. Then all the posts are going to be just random videos of people falling.
Yeah.
You know, I watched a video of like some guy just singing in his bathroom and it sounds cool. It's like an Elvis Presley song. And then it'll just start showing me just random people singing.
Yeah.
And it's like, cool. Right. So I don't click on, or I don't stay on posts that are all about like Charlie Kirk or government stuff, because I know that's all it's going to show me.
Yeah.
So I try to go, and then it's a funny one. So like I'll stay on that one, make sure I watch the whole thing. Yeah. So then it'll just start showing me things that's like funny to me.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to be entertained, not fucking sold the lie and then get pissed off, you know, and sit here and be like,
yeah. I don't go on TikTok at all. I don't even have it on my phone or anything, but
I say like that's why it's actually like probably the better one, because their algorithm is really that good.
Yeah. Even though the shit's funny on Instagram, like I don't even want to partake. Like finding something funny on Instagram just doesn't even make me feel good. It makes me feel like, fuck this thing, dude. This stupid app in my phone. I don't know. I'm just, I guess, getting cynical about things, but yeah, it's bad stuff.
It could be the lack of caffeine, though.
That could be it.
Yeah.
It could be, maybe. We're not really talking to me in my finest hours right now.
Yeah, so I saw that you were posting that you're quitting certain things.
Yeah. Yeah, caffeine for one, and I think, well, like I know nicotine at least for a while. So like I've chewing tobacco for 20 years. And in the past like year, I try to replace that as much as I can with like those Lucy pouches, which are just the nicotine.
It's like Zins?
Yeah, like Zins, like same thing. So I've been doing those, and like I like those better, right? You don't have to fucking carry a bottle of your spit around and stuff, even though I know this is disgusting, but I love a good chew.
Chew has nicotine and like tobacco.
And
like,
a bunch of other bullshit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And then Zin, or those replacement pouches, are like just nicotine.
Yeah, and they have to have some sort of flavoring in them.
Oh, okay.
But they're pretty simple. Yeah, they're just nicotine. It shouldn't be any of like the insane harmful stuff that's in chewing tobacco. But so I've been doing the Lucy's, which are basically the Zins, for a while, and man, I've just been feeling like for the past while, it's like, so all these things are kind of supposed to be uppers, right? Like coffee and nicotine, and is there no, and like cold plunges too. Like I was abusing those for a bit too, just to be like, I need to fucking get through today. Like we did the Douglas Rodeo, and we went and set up in the morning and rode, and then I came back and I'm like, dude, I need to fucking, the only way I'm gonna get through tonight is if I jump in the cold right before I go back out there. And this is after 3 cups of coffee and fucking numerous Zins and everything. So it's like all these things are like these uppers that I'm using to just try to make it through my self-inflicted busy schedule. And I feel worse and worse. I feel like I have less energy, right? Like, so my normal daily routine is I'll wake up at 6 a.m. with the kids for school. I'll wait 20, 30 minutes, something like that. I'll have a cup of coffee. The last couple months, it's been 2 cups of coffee. And then I get in the gym. And I get in the gym, I work out, I eat, and then I have a fucking massive wall hit. Like insane.
Do you get a big, well, because you had the coffee, but do you feel like you get a big hit from the working out part too?
Like an energy hit?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I don't get any fucking energy hit from working out anymore.
Okay.
It's crazy. Like I feel good while I'm working out. Once I get the sweat going, like, oh, I feel strong. I feel good. But that goes when I'm done. And I don't know why, dude. And I've been like trying to figure out what could be going on, because that's not right. Right? You're supposed to get runner's high. You're supposed to feel good after you work out. And I have none of that. It exhausts me for the rest of the day. So I eat, and then I get exhausted. And then it's time for me to start my stuff. Maybe I got to reorganize my Rampage trailer for a show this weekend. Maybe I need to do content for Legends. Maybe I'm going riding, whatever it is. I sit down for a minute and I just go, oh, fuck, dude. And then I'm stuck. And I'm like, I have no energy for this isn't right. This shouldn't feel like this. So I'll have a cup of coffee, and then maybe I'll be like, okay, I guess I'm good. And then I'll go out in the garage and there's a fucking Lucy pouch, and I throw that in, and I get to what I got to do. And then in the evening, I feel like a grumpy, irritable, tired fucking pile of dog shit. And the more I do this, the more I feel like all these stimulants are just getting me to a baseline. And that baseline keeps dropping. And I've heard this before about coffee, that coffee will do this to you. That the first time you have coffee, right? Like your baseline's here. First time you have coffee, you go fucking bang, way up here. And you're like, this is awesome. But then you have coffee every day and you stop going up there and you start going way lower. So then your peak on coffee becomes what your baseline used to be. And then that baseline's going to keep lowering the more that you depend on coffee and the more coffee you need to get to that point. Plus you get jitters, you get fucking... I nowadays, this hasn't always happened to me. This is like the last couple years that this has happened. I have my first cup of coffee and I can immediately feel low-level agitation coming on, to where it's like the dog has now pissed me off. Like somebody left their shit out on the counter. That pisses me off. Everything pisses me off. And I've just been feeling this, and I'm like, this isn't right. Like this fucking isn't right at all. So yeah, we came back from Santa Cruz. I had a show last Wednesday in Santa Cruz. And then me and the family stayed Thursday, Friday, Saturday, came home Sunday. Out in Santa Cruz is beautiful, super good. I didn't feel fully present, right? I was surviving on coffee and nicotine, basically, but we had a good time, right? But like, sometimes I can just feel this inability to be present. And I think it's the fucking added stress hormones of drinking coffee, So I came home, I had my coffee Monday. I went down to just 1 cup. Tuesday, I had my 1 cup. But same deal. As soon as I had that 1 cup, I was like, I'm anxious as fuck right now, and I'm mad at everything. So I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm fucking done with this, dude. And so Wednesday, I woke up, no coffee, no nicotine pouches, no nothing. Most of the day was pretty good. About halfway through the day, massive fucking headache. Went to bed that night with a massive headache, woke up with a massive headache, slept like dog shit, was really feeling like shit on Thursday. Like it was hard to not grab that cup of coffee on Thursday, but I was like, just see it through. Like, let's get to a point and let's see what happens. Because I truly believe that if I get away from this, that I think your energy stores are more than enough to survive the day better. I think these crashes are affecting me. I think I'm like already kind of a highly strung individual, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I already feel anxiety about life.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put coffee on top of that, and then I'm in fight or flight all day. And I'm not sure, I don't know anything about this. Kim knows a lot more than me, but like apparently this massively affects your thyroid. And thyroid massively affects your energy levels.
What does though? What affects it?
Stress.
Oh, this.
Yeah, stress
Okay, yeah.
and like constantly
Anxiety,
living in fight or flight, all
Okay.
that stuff, right? So like with my blood work that I've been doing the last couple of years with Merrick Health, thyroid's always off. I've tried medication. I didn't do anything for me. It was just a pain in the ass to take because I'd have to take it right when I wake up, and then I couldn't have literally anything for an hour or 45 minutes or something like that. 45 minutes. Nothing. Like I couldn't have my coffee. This is when I was drinking coffee, and I'm like, some days I need a cup of coffee and I need to get the fuck out of the house. Like I got to go do something. So I didn't like taking it, and it didn't make me feel any better either. But as I've been learning this stuff a little bit, trying to at least, I thought back to a past experience. So when I was living in Reno at my Rio Bravo house, that was the one in the gated community. That was the house I started drinking coffee in. So I never drank coffee before that house.
Oh, okay.
I only lived there for like 6 years. During that time, I remember at one point, and this was later on, maybe this was like 3 years into my coffee drinking career. I don't know. And I definitely didn't drink it like I do now. But a little bit into it, I remember waking up one day, and it was around the holidays, and I just didn't have coffee. And I got a really bad headache, and I didn't know why. And I said something, and then somebody was there, and they're like, have you had coffee? And I'm like, no. And they're like, that's probably why. And I'm like, what? And I remember being like, I don't think that's right. Like, if I'm getting a headache from not having this, I probably shouldn't fucking have this.
Yeah.
So I just stayed the course, and I didn't have it. And I remember that on day 3, dude, I fucking broke through this wall, and I had the best energy that I can imagine, like remember ever. I would wake up pretty good. I'm not a great morning person, but I'd wake up pretty good. And then my energy levels would come up, and they would stay up and constant all day. I didn't have any dips. I didn't have any crashes. Like I felt really good. And I think I only did it total for like maybe 10 days. And then I went back to caffeine for whatever reason. But I always think about that in my head and about how that 3-day detox worked. And I've tried it since, and it hasn't worked. So it's maybe, I'm reading a book right now called Caffeine Blues, and he talks about accumulation of coffee in your body and basically how it can take longer to detoxify 1 cup of coffee in your body than most people give a cup of coffee. Like I'm having 3 a day. So there's a buildup of that, right? That's affecting me more and more. But years and years of doing this and everything getting worse and building more and more, like maybe I needed more than 3 days the next time. And also, I didn't quit nicotine any of the other times that I tried it too. And nicotine gives me that same stress response. Like if I want to have a chew or a Lucy pouch, like I better be busy. Like I better be active, doing something, like working, moving, sweating. And then it doesn't get to me because I'm using whatever little bit of boost it's given me.
Yeah.
But if I'm just like chilling and I throw a chew in or a Lucy in, like I feel like the stress response. So like I just wonder like if that the other times I tried, if that was making it harder. So that's why this time I'm like everything. I'm over all of it until I feel normal again, which could be weeks.
But then what happens when you feel normal again? You're just gonna be done?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
I feel the same way about coffee right now as I do about alcohol when I quit. I'm over it.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like it's helping me live my best life. And I feel like it's making things worse. I feel like it's, like I said, I'm grumpy and I'm agitated. I'm taking it out on my family at times when like they're not doing anything wrong. Like they're just doing what they're just doing what kids do. They leave shit out. You know what I mean? And like this isn't like there's some abusive, crazy thing going on in my house, but it's like I shouldn't be agitated. Like if coffee's making me agitated at my family, like fucking quit the coffee. I feel like I'm done with it. I feel like I need to be done with it. I need to find maybe like, I don't know, some sort of replacement of something that I'll enjoy in the mornings, or I just don't have it. But like, I do love coffee in the morning just because the smell, the tradition, all that stuff. But like every other time, I'm drinking coffee because I want fucking energy. I'm like, I got a list of shit to do and I need to do it. And it's, you know, I think that I need that coffee's going to give me what I need, but it never does. It just makes me more anxious and more shitty feeling, especially at the end of the day. And I think it needs to go.
Yeah. That's wild. So coming from a person that just raw dogs life, like myself,
Mark reminded me of something I watched the other day where the guy keeps saying raw dog in the wrong context. Sorry, I
think Theo Vaughn said it because Mark Zuckerberg is the same, where he doesn't do anything.
Really?
So I think Theo was like, so you just raw dog life, huh? And he's like, yeah. So
that's cool.
I drink my Yerbies.
Yeah.
But when I don't drink, if I drink these for a little while and then I don't drink them, I do get a headache. So that caffeine withdrawal. Yeah. But it only lasts like the one day. And then after that.
Do you think you have a yerba every day?
No.
And you still get headaches too?
Well, like I said, so I didn't have one yesterday.
Yeah.
So if I have one today, tomorrow, and then like the next day, and then don't have one, then I do.
Yeah.
So I think it's because I'm getting older, because when I was young, that didn't happen.
Yeah, same.
But the thing is, I could not drink any caffeine and I'm fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just depends on what it is. Like if I just always have to have like a beverage in the morning. So it could be like, not water. Like, you know.
No, I know what you mean. It's been hard waking up these mornings and having literally just water to drink.
Like just say, even if I make myself like a lemonade or just something with like ice, just like a beverage, that helps. Yeah. And I don't have to drink one of these.
Yeah, yeah.
But I just like these. They taste good. And I don't really know if well, obviously the caffeine's there because I do get a headache when I don't drink it. But it only lasts about a day. And then like other than that though, dude, like I understand what you're saying. Sometimes I come out here and I'm gonna do stuff on the computer and dude, I'm all like super tired and stuff. But if I'm actually doing stuff and I haven't had any caffeine, I have energy.
Yeah.
You know? So it's just like my body just knows when to release that energy, I guess. So I never had that problem, never had coffee, tobacco, nicotine, never had anything.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just kind of weird because I've always thought of it as a crutch. Like people kind of use it as a crutch.
Yeah.
I don't want to judge people or whatever, but for me, not ever doing anything and knowing that like I just feel normal.
Yeah.
I would say. And it's like, if I could do that and I don't need something to like stimulate me in whatever way and I don't need a crutch, then everyone can do it.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. The hard thing, though, is once people build the tradition, the habit, right? The tradition of like getting there. I'm going to miss having a coffee cup and going and sitting out in the backyard and just looking at the mountains, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'm going to need some other sort of hot beverage that I can sip in the morning that doesn't have caffeine. Like it becomes tradition. And that I think tradition is more addictive than any chemicals, you know? And that's like for me, even with the chew, it's like when I'm at like the real chew, when I'm away at like a nitro show and I'm on the road, I'm like, I better have some chew, you know? And I can be home for a month and never even think about like real chew, you know? Like I've been, even before the Lucy pouches, like I would just come home and be like, I don't want to chew at home. Like I don't want to chew in front of my family. So I just wouldn't for 3-4 weeks, whatever, you know? And then I go on the road and the tradition's back. Here's the tradition, right? And that's when it's hard to break. So that's the main thing. But yeah, I do think your body naturally produces energy. And I do think it's like anything. Once we fucking supplement with this other source of energy, our body stops making its natural energy. And then
it's almost like it's mad at you. It's like, dude, you don't need me, so fuck you.
Yeah. But then, yeah, you gotta wait and go through this whole process to build that back. I'm confident that I'm going to see this through and that I'm going to get back to energy levels that I haven't experienced in years. And I'm going to feel better in my head about myself, everything. Like if anybody listening to this has any question or like feels the same way, because I felt for a while, it was the same thing with alcohol. When I quit alcohol, I was like at the point where I'm like, I have felt for a while that this isn't good for me, that I have a bad relationship with this, but I keep doing it because it's fun and it's just what we do.
Well, alcohol is not good for anyone.
No, but it is fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a dude one time, this older guy that I worked with for a while, and He's like, so you don't drink? And I'm like, no. He's like, so this is the best you'll ever feel?
And you're like, yeah, it's fucking fantastic.
Yeah. It's like, well, yeah. Like if my normal feeling is like the best I ever feel, then yeah, that's good because when you drink is the best you'll ever feel. But when you're normal, you're hurting.
You're chasing that
and
dragon.
At no
forever.
point at my normal am I ever hurting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What if you get 5 hours of sleep?
Yeah, then I'm hurting a little bit. But it's not the same as like a hangover.
No, I know. And once you stop drinking too, and you look back at the drinking life and you're like, that's what I thought feeling good was? That's what I thought fun. I was such a fucking idiot. Like I thought I knew everything. I thought I was funny. I thought I blah, blah, insert anything here. I thought I was X when you're drinking. And I don't know about you, but every time I drank, the next day I was always embarrassed. Whether I did anything that was like blatantly embarrassing or not, even if it was a pretty mellow night, I always had low level embarrassment that I like probably made an ass of myself. And it's something about like, that wasn't actually me last night.
Yeah.
That was this other fuckface that shows up when you give him enough booze. And that guy sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't think, this is as good as you ever feel. It's like, bro, your feel good is bullshit. And nobody who actually feels good the way we do wants to spend time with you when you're in your feel good. Like, the only person you're going to be able to spend time with is some other drunk fuck, drunk as you, that's not going to remember how stupid you both were. That's it. Like, you're ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty wild, but I don't know. Hopefully you hit that point and you're raw dog in life too.
I'm ready to be raw dog in life, dude. Yeah. It's tough though, because I think about it, and I've said this to Kim too, that like I know there's going to be those like brutal slogs of a road trip, or there's going to be like the days I'm at a show and it's the third day of a show in a row, and I'm like, I need something. And what do I do on those days? I don't know, because like it's really hard to go do a trick that scares you when you don't like have that little bit of extra. I went riding yesterday. It was terrible. Yeah. It was ridiculous. But I was on day 2, but like I was it's like I couldn't convince myself to do anything. I was on a brand new bike too, so like there was other stuff going on, but I couldn't convince myself to do anything because I didn't have that like that little bit of extra, that oomph, you know? And I think it's good right now that I have about 3 or 4 weeks until I have to do any like major riding events. So I'll get by without any caffeine or anything. And then hopefully I feel normal by then, and like I might have to at times supplement, and maybe the best thing to do is like grab a Red Bull rather than a coffee, because coffee I'll want every day.
Yeah.
Red Bull I won't want every day.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if that's the right thing or not, but it's like I just know someday somewhere there's going to be a picture or video with me with a Red Bull in my hand, and everybody's going to call me a hypocrite. But like I want to break the addiction, and then if I ever need to use it again, I want to be very careful.
Have you ever heard of a thing called cocaine?
Cocaine? I was thinking of going with a thing called meth.
Does meth give you the same energy as cocaine?
It looks like it gives you more energy.
Yeah, it looks like it gives you... Yeah, I don't know if you want to be on meth, though.
I don't know if I want to... I don't want to be on cocaine, bro.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, people at the stock market there, they doing cocaine. Yeah. They're not doing meth.
Yeah.
And they're functioning.
There's numerous things I could try that are on my list. There's meth, there's cocaine, there's Adderall, heroin.
What if you have ADHD and you take Adderall and then it just like mellows you out though? Like you don't know you have ADHD, because that's what it's
weird,
for, right?
Right? How does it do that?
Because for people that have ADHD and their mind just goes crazy,
my mind goes crazy.
It focuses them so they calm down, right? And then for a normal person that their mind doesn't go crazy, it focuses them, but it also gives you that like, because you're so focused that you're able to do more than you would supposedly. I don't know. Wow. So I think that's how it works. But yeah, what if you actually had ADHD, you didn't know, and you take it and you're like, dude, this holy shit, you just made me mellow.
I'd be all right with that, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Chickens are back.
Yeah, they're back. Just eating up the paint. Last time I talked to you, what time do you need to leave?
I got about 15 minutes.
15?
15, yeah.
Okay. Last time you were on here. It was the beginning of FMX Legends. You want to give us a brief update of what's going on?
Yeah. So a lot of the same. Me and Levi just been kind of like chipping away at the website, and we've got a pretty good little schedule of like how often we add stuff. We're actually going to be restructuring the tiers. We're just learning a lot at the beginning days. You know, it's like we thought this.
How long has it been since
I think it. Geez, I don't even know.
Like 3 months, maybe.
It's more than that.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was like April that we launched.
Oh, okay. Like 4 months.
5 months?
Yeah.
Maybe 4 or 5 months. But yeah, a lot of stuff right off the bat. You know, we set it up, and there's a lot of figuring out what works good and what doesn't. And so we're going to restructure the tiers a little bit to where all the classes are in one. Before we had it broke up to where like rookie got some, and then the middle one, apprentice, got another one, or they got all of them. And then there was the coaching tier. Now what we're going to do is we're basically going to have a community tier that's cheaper than any of the other ones. So it's like if people want to get on there and do kind of like what we used to do on Freestyle MTX back in the day and just talk shit to professional riders, you pay $5 a month. It's 1 cup of coffee. It's like, you know, it's a small cover charge to come in and join the conversation. But also on there, the part of the community that's helpful is, as we've said before, it's like guys that ride freestyle motocross are on there. They're setting up ride days. They're finding teammates to ride with. So the value isn't just talking shit to professional riders. It's like there is a community of value there. And then our second tier is going to be courses. So all of our courses will be there. And like we actually counted them up the other day, and I think we have almost 80 tutorials on the site already. So
nice.
Like that's pretty wild within 5 months that we've built 80 different tutorials. We're going to start doing a lot more series, which will be like, you know, 6 video series of different topics. Like one day I'd love to do one on like Taka, right? And Taka could go through his signatures, like obviously grab, flip, combos. But I'd also like to do one with like Tom Parsons, where Tom talks about how he makes a living and like what he does and like how you could try to start emulating that, because like Tom's path is much different than Taka's or mine or anybody else's. And like, you know, I asked Nick Thomasounis about it as well, because I think it'd be cool to show like a series of like, how do you get established on YouTube? How do you start all this? So we want to do more of the series, and then we'll still have the coaching thing, but it's going good. The hardest thing is honestly figuring out how to advertise this. I'm not a wizard at that. I've dove into like the emails and like some of the social media stuff, and we just need more of that. I think there needs to be more awareness. We've stayed like right when we opened the doors, there was like a really big wave of people that came in, and you know, I think what I keep telling everybody is like, everybody that was like looking for this, they signed up right away. So like we got a lot of members on there, and then it kind of just flattened out a little bit. And then now it's like lose one, gain one, lose one, gain one. You know, we'll get a couple new ones every month. We'll lose 1 or 2 a month, but it's like, it's kind of staying right in this general area, which is still great right now. And what I think we need to do is figure out how to get it to more people so they see it. And then we need to really figure out a lot of like different angles that we can teach. Like the next series I'm going to do is like an absolute beginner ramp series. It's for guys that maybe they can't latch on with another pro rider to like, because like Holden's been riding with me right now and it's been pretty good, and we've been able to walk him through like the whole experience of learning and safely riding the ramp. So I was thinking like, how can I put this into a video series where if somebody doesn't have access to somebody that really knows what's going on, they can watch these, they can note these couple things, and they can have a safe experience getting through the ramp the first couple times. So we're doing more stuff like that, more stuff that's related to a wider audience, obviously not just the guys who are already professional.
Yeah.
We've hired one guy through the show marketplace. There's been like one rider placement. We've had a bunch of people reach out to us. That King of the Whip in South Africa wants one of the Legends members for that whole deal, which would be really cool. And I think we've been able to place somebody for that. we've had a bunch of these residencies in China hit us up too about trying to find guys with that. But the problem is like they're so stuck in their ways of wanting guys to come over. They're literally trying to get guys to come over to China for 2 years. And we told them, we're like, we're not going to put anybody in that situation. Like if you guys are interested in changing the program a little bit where you can filter people out on like a 3 or maybe 4 month basis, we'll try to help you. But like sending anybody to China for 2 years, that's the end of whatever they might have been in freestyle motocross. Like,
yeah, you're just making a good paycheck, but yeah.
Yeah. But you live in China and you ride every fucking day. It's not sustainable. You're going to hate dirt bikes and you're going to burn out. So like, but the thing is it's cool that people are coming to us and like I feel like we are actually doing what's best for the riders. You know, like we could be sneaky salesmen and we could be hitting up young kids and being like, dude, this is a great opportunity, man. China, 2 years. Yeah. But instead we're like, no, like we know guys that have done this. This isn't good for anybody. Like we won't support this. And, you know, hopefully they'll come around, change their tune, and they'll do some like smaller stints, which will give some guys some work. And hopefully there will be more work coming around for guys. It's always, we're coming into the slowest time of the year. So it's going to be a little tough, but like, it's been a lot of fun. It's been really cool. And, you know, like we've said before, I think me and Levi complement each other well with like what I'm good at on the site versus what he's good at on the site. And we're learning a lot. We're doing a lot. The podcast has actually been really fun, like talking to some cool people about cool different things. And, you know, we got more planned and I've really enjoyed the process.
Can I suggest for marketing and all that sake, maybe adding a little bit of conspiracy theories and shit talk and why Deegan got taken out by Levi Kitchen?
Yeah.
Just saying.
We need freestyle conspiracies though. So it's like, why is X Games banning Stark? And it's because Stark is made by Monsanto or Monster. No, because they're monster people. Monster is obviously satanic. Yeah. Right? We've heard this on the internet before.
But Monster runs X Games though, so
yeah. And Stark is made
by Tony Stark, Iron Man.
Yeah.
Trying to take out Monster.
And Tony Stark's a good person, so it's a battle between good and evil. Yep. Totally. Yep. There it is. There's your giant conspiracy. Sign up to be an FMX legend right now, and we'll get to the bottom of this together.
That's how you do it, dude.
I know.
It's sad.
It is sad. It's sad that we've got to that point.
I do get it. I get it when people do that, but like I see it and it's like cringe to me.
Yeah, it's cringe.
I'm like, damn, dude, that's so sad that that's how it is nowadays. But hey, like who am I to tell you what to do when you're getting money, right?
Yeah. Getting money maybe shouldn't be people's only goal in life.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true. That's why I don't do shit with this podcast. So I'm just like, I already have money, so it's like I don't need to go clip up videos and make myself look bad or someone I have across from me look bad or whatever just for clicks and money and stuff.
You don't have to do it that way, though, I don't think. And like, you can still put up like good clips that just show interesting parts of conversations. Like, I don't think Rogan has ever like done things in that way where it's like, where he burns people or
he's already the biggest podcaster. It's different.
No, I know, but like he got there by not doing that.
Yeah.
And I do agree with what he always says that authenticity is something that shows through, you know? And you can clip up your podcast in ways that like, holy shit, this was like a cool conversation I had with this lady that owns the therapy place. She said ADHD is fake or whatever it is. But like, there's ways you can do it that's authentic that people will relate to.
Yeah. I will say I do like the videos you post, and it's a dude eating shit on a dirt bike, and then you're like, should have joined FMX Legends.
So that we actually have a social media guy, and me and Levi will feed him ideas at times. But his name's Jack, and we actually found him from the ATV Big Air Tour, Derek Getter's thing. He runs social media for them. But dude, Jack's the man. He's so good with social media. He handles all our stuff. He does great because I can't be bothered to keep up on it the way you need to, dude.
It's tough.
I can't. Just like for my own personal sanity, I need to not. It's fucking too much, dude. Yeah. But yeah, he does a great job. Those are good. We just need more ideas. Actually, I just rode yesterday with JP. He came out to the riding spot and he filmed a couple things with me and Holden. So hopefully what we're going to do is create a couple like short directly like related directly to like Legends as a whole, like short videos, and then we can start actually like running ads on those to maybe they'll get to people who aren't already in our following, because I think we've done great so far with the following that's been built through Legends and everything. But social media is hard. There's algorithms, and it's like I'm basically reaching through my following and Levi's following, and finding other people is really hard. And at some point you have to do paid placement for stuff and make things that catch people's attention. And like, I really do want people to enjoy freestyle motocross, and I really do think that there is safer ways to do it than how we came up doing it. We know a lot that can save people the time in hospital, the headache, even like help people to really get to the bottom of tricks that are giving them a hard time faster. So like, I do think we have value in the industry, and I think that it's a good thing, and I'm hopeful that next year maybe we'll actually see another freestyle motocross contest. I know there's been talks between some of the big dogs. It's not X Games, but a couple of the big dogs to actually have a freestyle motocross contest next year, like real freestyle motocross.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that happens, and we make this a competitive sport again, which is what I think it needs.
Make FMX great again.
Yeah.
Real quick, another way you could bring in people, like make a video and say, do you guys want to learn how to wheelie like Axel Hodges? Watch this. And then you do a whole video on FMX Legends and don't say nothing, and just be like, oh, by the way, the link to Axel's Instagram's on there.
There you
go. So go there and you'll learn. But
that's right. Yeah. Clickbait with a snippet of truth, right?
Yeah, exactly. You want to learn? Go to his Instagram. It's in the description, but I'm not going to teach you because I don't know how to wheelie. So,
but thanks for signing up.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's good to hear. I think a contest would be cool.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sick of seeing the whole like X Games how it is nowadays. Let's try and get like, we were just making fun of it, but let's try and get most of the monster helmets in there.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're so bummed every time the Rockstar guy, Rob wins and like stuff like that. They're probably like, God damn it. The first time he doesn't podium, that's probably the last time he's going to be in X Games.
I know. It's just the reason they need to be like, you're never invited again.
Yeah. He'd be like, dude. And be like, hey, you didn't even podium, so you're not invited no more. But like, he podiums every time or wins, so they can't not have him. But
X Fighters always did that well, because including themselves, they only allowed a certain amount of every helmet, and that's good.
Yeah,
that went out the window with X Games and Monster recently. It's just been like, it's clearly just been throwing all the helmets in there.
Yeah. So and just I want to see competition again.
Yeah.
Whether that's like a hard course and the guys are not going to be throwing the gnarliest tricks out there, that's fine, because that's what big air or best trick is for. But I want to see just like that fight of competition again. And I think that's why like, SMX and Supercross, motocross and all that, it's fun because there's been competition. With Deegan, he stirs it up and he talks shit and people get mad at him. So it's like, that's what's making this fun. And now we're all like, oh shit, next year Deegan's going to be battling Jet Lawrence.
Crazy.
So now we're like, I'm invested still, even more, because I want to see that, know? So like with FMX in general, I don't really watch no more.
No,
it's like
for one, there's nothing to watch.
There's nothing to watch. But just having that competition, then you're like, okay,
characters.
That's going to be fun.
And you got to change it up. One of the things we've been talking about, because me and Levi actually drafted a whole proposal of like how we think a modern day FMX contest should run. And obviously we can't have the big dirt course right now because nobody is willing to invest that much money into what they may perceive as being a dying sport.
Yeah.
So the only way to really, I think, get things off the ground right now is it's got to be all ramp airbags. But you could set this up in a way where we don't allow this infinite run-in time like we've had for every demo, right? Like short run-ins, short run-outs. We have a course that has complete flow to where it means one lap on the course is your whole run. So this is kind of the way we're thinking about it is kind of like Street League Jam style format, right? So you have like 3 riders. They're staged together. They're going to drop in one right after another. I mean, there's going to be 10, 15 seconds between one rider to the next rider. One rider's run is one complete lap of 7 jumps, and it's all built tight. And we have fucking rules. Freestyle motocross has been so against this, but there's other rules, right? and the rule is going to be like, you have to keep your speed up. Like you can't stop in the corner and play with your flip levers. If you do that, you're going to get docked judging. And like, there has to be rules with like how many flips you can do in a run, because that shit, I can tell you firsthand, that tanked freestyle motocross is like making these all flip runs for 7 years. And I think we bring in guys that think outside the box, like Patrick Evans and Axel. I honestly think Axel would be cool to watch in a modern day freestyle contest, because he's going to do a turn up front fender grab thing. Patrick Evans is going to do a giant seat bounce whip with an opposite foot candy bar. And you're going to be like, what the fuck is all this stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's pretty awesome.
Then they got to land it.
Yes,
like
they
good
do have
enough.
to land it.
Well,
yes.
no, they got to land it. I got stuck there. They got to land it and be prepared for the next jump.
Yeah.
So like when you're talking about them, you're talking about the guys that are doing the most massive whips and just random things on a dirt bike.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do the most massive thing there is, you're going to have to land that and be ready to do another massive thing. So that's what's going to make it interesting for sure.
Definitely. And it's the fact that they haven't actually done this before. Yeah. And another thing, I'm giving away all our fucking secrets.
Dude, they might not even be able to.
Well, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Right? Because it has to look hard.
Yeah.
If Axel fucks up his run and misses a jump, or like say, I don't know, like it's not the end of the world if they don't. This shouldn't look like freestyle looks right now, which is turn 100 feet out from the ramp, come in nice and slow, do a trick, land. Now, I want this to be boom, 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 fast. And like another thing I was going to say, I'm spoiler alert and everything that we're trying to like get people to agree on for this.
It's copyright.
Yeah. Nobody that has already done contests is invited. Freestyle contests, freestyle runs. Nobody from the X Fighters days. Taka, you're still one of the sickest freestylers in the world. I'm sorry, you're not invited. Rob Adelberg, you're winning best trick every year. I'm sorry, you're not invited. Like, I do believe the old mentality has to leave and a new mentality has to come in.
Yeah, dude, competition, dude. I want to be watching something and then also be like, not that I want you to crash, but I hope you like mess up that trick because I want this guy to win.
Yeah,
you know?
And,
dude, that's what makes people watch.
Yes.
Not that like everyone's doing the same exact tricks. And so, yeah, I'd be pumped for that.
I would be too, man. I hope it happens.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that. Thanks for coming on the show. Have you on soon because there's a lot more I want to talk about, but we didn't even get to it because...
Dude, we got to catch up in like a week and a half and see if I'm still alive or if I have energy or if I maybe died. Thanks for letting me do this and forgetting that I'm so tired I want to pass away now.
Dude, that's what I always said. On the podcast, you always have a lot of energy, so that's good, dude. You're good at this.
It came out.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you guys. We'll see you guys next week.
See ya.